Good morning, everyone. Coach Christy here. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your week. I just wanted to hop on live really quick. I just wanted to talk a little bit about clarity and how getting clarity can help you to live a life that is full of fun and adventure. So I'm wondering, do you ever feel like life is so busy and you're really busy doing all the things and striving and trying all the things that you think are necessary in order to achieve your goals, whatever that success might look for you. Maybe it's a wellness goal, maybe it's a work or business goal, perhaps it's a relationship goal, perhaps it's just a personal fun and adventure goal that you have. But sometimes we just get so busy and so wrapped up in all of the doing that we don't actually make time to have fun or adventure. So I'm going to chat with you a little bit today about how clarity can really help you to get where you want to go so that you can build a life all around the fun and adventure that you truly desire. So if you're busy and trying and doing and striving and I don't know about you, but let me paint a brief picture here of what I used to be like. Um, Not too long ago, in the last 5 or 10 years, I was really stuck in the doing. And really, it's something that I've kind of had a challenge with my entire life. Just a bit of a recovering perfectionist here, if you know what I mean. Um, but when I shifted my thinking about perfectionism and just letting go of that, everything shifted as well for me. So that's a topic for another day. But recovering perfectionist here, very, very comfortable with all of the striving, all of the doing, all of the long, never-ending to-do lists that I can never even keep up with. It was so much. And I just kept trying and doing and hoping that something that I was doing, that I was throwing out there was gonna stick. And some of it did. Some of it did. Some of it was okay. Um, and it was not just, it was really in every area of my life. So I was really stuck on doing all the things to be the best mom, doing all the things to grow my business, doing all the things to make myself as healthy as possible. What I didn't take time for was to get really clear on what really, truly I wanted to actually achieve. I knew that I didn't want what I had, but I didn't have a clear picture of where I really, truly wanted to go. And that has made all of the difference. I'm going to share a little bit with you in a moment about how I help my clients get clarity and how you can start to get a little bit of clarity for yourself. Because once you have that clarity, it really opens things up. You have freedom to explore and do things that excite you, try new things, and really live a life full of fun and adventure. And that is what I'm all about. So if you are in a place where you are still trying to do all of the things, you are still trying to live up to the expectations of others, maybe expectations you've set on yourself that no longer serve you. You're busy doing training, you're taking more courses, you're learning more things, you're getting more certifications, you're um, adding more qualifications to your roster, more letters behind your name, whatever the case is. I would ask you, are those things really taking you and getting you the results that you want? Or is it just another shiny new object distracting you from what you really, really would excel doing? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. So in the past, I know that I've really gotten stuck in that mental overwhelm where I'm striving and I'm trying to do all of the things. None of them are quite going the way that I plan, and I'm not even putting as much effort into any of the single particular tasks that I'm doing because I don't know which one is working, right? And this is how I used to operate. I was throwing all the things out there. What's going to stick? What's going to work? I didn't know. So I just kept doing and striving and trying all the things, hoping I would just get lucky, right? But we all know that luck has very little to do with people who are truly successful. And when I sort of started to put it together a little bit, as far as not having a clear direction, that really shifted everything for me. I knew what I didn't want, right? I knew lots of things. I was like, nah, I don't want that. I have that already and I don't want that. But I wasn't clear about where I was going. And when you're not clear about where you're going, you might end up somewhere else, right? So it's kind of like figuring out your own personal roadmap and getting really crystal clear on the direction that you want to take. So imagine me trying to keep up with the family, with my business, with my health and wellness, all of these things I was just doing, and I felt somewhat fulfilled. You know, I really enjoy helping people, and so connecting with people and helping them is really something that gets me excited. But it wasn't quite getting me um, the results that I wanted, because that was good and I was helping those people, but my own life was suffering in a bit of a way because I was really struggling with a lot of overwhelm, trying to manage, trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing next, and it was freaking exhausting. And so when I had an opportunity a number of years ago to get very clear, and this is an example about my about relationship clarity, but this is applicable to pretty much any area of your life that you want to grow and expand. So I didn't really know what I want. And I remember working with my therapist a number of years ago, and she asked me what I wanted, what I saw um, as far as an ideal or you know, the relationship of my dreams, basically. And so I had an opportunity to visualize this scenario, and it was an eye-opening experience to me, because I found that when I was trying to explain to her, when she asked me, "What do you want?" I had a hard time articulating what I did want. I had a very simple time explaining, this is what I don't want. But I had a hard time flipping it, right? And when you can start to flip those things away from what you don't want and start speaking in clarity and speaking those words in positivity as to what you do want, that's when everything is going to shift and start going your way. And when I work with my clients, what I do is I help them to get this clarity, not only about themselves and where they may be holding themselves back and where they maybe have unrealized places and spots that they need to grow. We all do. And I know that I would not be where I am without my coaches and all the coaches that I have worked with in the past, because they've all really worked to help pull that out of me. Anyways, long story short, getting the clarity, working with this therapist, forcing me to get clear on what exactly what I wanted, the exact things I wanted, not the things I didn't want. When I got that clarity and I started to put together a picture of what it was that I really wanted, um, that all started to happen for me. So it was, the first step was just figuring out how I really want my life to look. And then the second part was inspired by that, because once I figured out what I truly wanted, I was able to dig down, figure out, okay, what skills, what unique abilities, what are my passions, what are things that I enjoy doing, that I have fun doing, what things am I already good at? And then also, of course, you got to look into always learning and growing and expanding. But it's not about more courses or more information, because a lot of us have a ton of information. We have a lot of information overload, probably for a lot of you. And I don't know about you, but if this resonates with you, I would love to hear from you. Um, that overwhelm really often kept me stuck where I was, not taking action, because there was so many things that I could or should be doing, and it was really impossible for me to choose one of those things. I was paralyzed by the fear of potentially choosing the wrong thing or not doing it right. Again, that perfectionism kind of showing up again there. And so yeah, recovering perfectionist, I shifted my thinking, and I've really moved to an outlook of perfectly imperfect. So I'm not striving for perfection. I'm not striving to do, um, you know, all the things or as many things as I can. I'm really focusing on simplifying my actions so that they are very deliberate and intentional towards creating that life that I truly want, right? That clarity really helped me to figure that out. And then I can develop my plan. This is what I do with my clients. I help them to discover the real thing that lights them up, figure out what exactly they want, get really crystal clear about it, and then we're going to work together and develop a plan so that they can involve their unique characteristics, the strengths that they already have, the things that they enjoy doing the most, because that's where their passion comes from, and what they get excited about is going to feel easy. And then you don't have to do things the complicated, difficult way. You can do them the easy way. I like to call it like living in flow, or just life simplified, where it's not all about all the doing, and it's just more enjoyable and more you, more leaning into your uniqueness and building the life around the things that you truly love and are passionate about doing. That way you create tons of room for fun and adventure in your life, as well as you're going to boost up, you know, your relationships, your mind, your body, your overall well-being, your health, your energy, your moods. All of it is going to be elevated when you get crystal clear about the direction that you really want to go and start taking steps in that direction. You are going to feel like $1,000,000, right? It's going to give you that information that you need to really be deliberate in the actions that you're taking. And that, my friend, is going to skyrocket you towards the life that you truly want. So if you are really ready to start getting crystal clear, if you need a little bit of help getting crystal clear on what it is that you want to design for your life, I would love to help you. I have tons of stories and lots of experience, and I know that my clients are really seeing amazing breakthroughs in all areas of their lives, and I am so excited to be able to be part of that journey with them. So I just hope that this was helpful for you. If you need a little bit of help getting crystal clear and nailing that clarity so that you can really start formulating that action plan and live that life that you wake up excited to live, adventure in between, small adventures every day, in between those grander adventures, traveling, exploring, whatever that adventure might be for you, and just really enjoying all of the steps along the way. That's what life is truly about. And I would love to be even a small part on any of your journeys. If I can help in any way, please reach out. I would love to help you attain more clarity and more fun and adventure. We'll catch you all really soon.